How you doing tonight? We're going to make some enchiladas tonight, homemade. And first off, what we're going to do, I like to put a little chili powder in enchilada sauce, but I find it really important to make your own chili powder. You don't have to do this every time, but I do it every so often. And it's a really great ingredient to use. It's a lot better than the store-bought chili powders because they just suck. They have no taste to them, just like dust. So what I've done here, I've got some dried chilies. You can get these at Walmart or any of your Hispanic grocery store. Here's some arbol chilies. These are some casabels, and these are some ancho chilies. I took 3 of each. I ground them up, put them right here on this plate, and de-seed them. And then I have 2 tablespoons of cumin whole. What I'm going to do, I've got a skillet over here on medium heat. Go ahead and heat these just for a little bit. Just kind of brings that flavor out of them. And how I know when they're done is these cumin seeds are going to start popping. Now, this is going to get a little fragrant, so you're going to want to turn your fan up a little bit. It's the best to try to do this in a cast iron skillet if you can. But we'll go ahead and stir these for a few minutes, and once these seeds start popping, we'll go ahead and we're going to transfer them over to the blender. Okay, now that those cumin seeds have started popping, I'm just going to transfer these on over to a plate, just to make it a little bit easier. I'm going to put these in a blender. Bend this plate a little bit and put those in there. Now also to this mixture, I have here a tablespoon of oregano, a tablespoon of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of paprika. Put that in the mixture as well. Go ahead and put this top on. I'm going to pulse this a few times. Whatever you do, don't open this top while this thing's going, because you will burn your eyes. Alright, now when you see where it's got about the consistency you want to go ahead and turn this off. Let this sit for 5 minutes. I'm telling you, open this up now, all that stuff's going to come in there. We're going to season the chicken a little bit. We've got our chicken in a Pyrex pan there. Just to, so I wouldn't have to show you me washing my hands a bunch of times. I went ahead and did the other side. I'm going to do this side. This is that homemade chili powder we just made. Go over this side a little bit like that. Okay. Then I like to use, this is Fiesta brand, this fajita seasoning. It's really good. Put a little of that over there. That should be enough for dry seasonings. Now, I'm going to go over here. We're going to make a kind of an enchilada sauce. What I have here, I have 16 ounces of tomato sauce, just Hunt's tomato sauce. It's just 1 can I had earlier. Here's the other can, 2 8-ounce cans. Okay. And then I have a, I have a pre-made packaged enchilada sauce, and I have about another tablespoon of my chili powder mix. This is going to go in there.
3 cups of water in there too.
And 3 cups of water. I'm not going to bring this to a boil or anything. I just wanted to go ahead and get just to where I can get it mixed up. Alright, so got that accomplished. I'm going to go ahead and pour, like I said, it's not really hot. I'm going to pour it over my chicken here. Don't make too big of a mess. Let's see. That's about as much as I'm going to be able to get in there. Set this on the side. I'm going to put this in the oven and preheat to 375. Alright, we're just going to let that hang out for a while and cook down. Alright, meanwhile, while we cook that chicken there, we'll go ahead and cut up some vegetation to layer on the dish, and might as well show you a couple things. It's cutting an onion. Now, I know I'm not the best slicer in the world, but what you want to try to do is keep this part intact. That's the root end. That's going to hold everything together while you slice. So what I did over here, I just cut an onion, just right down the middle like that, left the root on both pieces, left the little stem. I went ahead and skinned this piece, and I'll show you on this little piece what I do. Is cut this, first off, when holding the knife, you want to grab a knife kind of like you do a pencil. Hold it just like that. You want to take this the blossom in, or the bud in, just take that little piece off there. And you want to leave, like I said, you want to leave this root end back here, because that holds everything together. We'll go ahead and take it like this. And always, with your other hand, if you're not holding the knife to, you want to keep your fingers almost like a little claw here. That way, your knuckles are out here, so the knife, if it's going to hit your hand, it hits your knuckle. Okay, go this way just for a little bit. Right now, we'll start dicing the onion. Okay, now I'm going to cut up some peppers. These are serrano peppers. They're a little bit hotter than jalapeno. And this is, of course, the Scotch bonnet or habanero. It's really hot. I'm not necessarily going to use all this, but I'm going to cut them up just in case. I'll put the pepper down like that. I'll kind of split them open. Okay? When you get in here, you want to cut out this pit and the seeds, because that is where most of your heat is. Okay? And what you might want to do is use a little spoon, something like that, to help you get in there and get that pit out. Okay? Once you get all the pit and seeds, and you don't have to get it all out, but most of it out, just take it, slice it up however you want to. And a lot of times, the smaller you slice a pepper and you put it in a dish, a lot more heat it's going to have. So if you don't like so much heat, don't slice it very small. Okay, so my chicken is out of the oven now. They've been cooking in there for about an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it out of the sauce. I'm putting another Pyrex here. I'm just going to take a fork, a knife, and I'm just going to pull it all apart. I'm going to leave that sauce over here, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the sauce here in a few minutes. Okay, now we have that chicken. We have it all shredded up, put in a bowl over here with the reserve sauce in with it. Got some pan over here preheating. I'll put a little bit of vegetable oil down in there. Okay. I'm going to come in with, we've got some onions here. It's about one whole onion. Not quite that much. That should be about enough, about 3/4 of that. I'm going to go ahead and saute these onions down in this oil until they turn translucent. Then we'll start adding the chicken over there. And then I'm going to taste it for spiciness. If it's not spicy enough, I'll add some of those peppers. Meanwhile, I have the oven preheating for 350 for when I roll these up and put them in the oven. Okay, now that these onions have started to turn translucent here, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the peppers. Just a pinch or two, just for a little bit of heat in there. And we'll taste it later and see if it needs any more. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and add this chicken. Nope. We got the chicken added. Go ahead and stir it in. We'll add a little bit more of a reserve sauce. This is the sauce from where we cooked the chicken. And I had about 2 cups left. So I put about a cup in there. I'm going to stir this around for a minute. I'm going to see if this is consistency that I want. Okay, I got this the consistency that I want. I'm going to go ahead and let it simmer on low for about 5 minutes while I set up my station to roll up the enchiladas. And that's all there is to it for as far as the rolling. We got to let them bake. Now we're to the stage where we're going to roll the enchiladas. So we have our mix here, our enchilada sauce and our ground chicken or pulled chicken. We're going to use some tortillas, the burrito size. I usually get the cheapest ones you can get because you want to be able to tear apart easily once they're cooked. We have some just Kraft. It's an authentic Mexican cheese, queso, which is kind of like a white queso cheese. Then we have our Pyrex pan. We spray that with a little bit of Pam. And I use refried beans. We just use these as kind of a glue to hold everything shut here. We're just use clean hands here. Just kind of spread some of that refried beans there. You want to take a little scoop, about that size, of your mixture here, and you want to put it in your maybe a little bit more on that one. Put in your tortilla. You want to take a little bit of cheese. Okay, sprinkle it in there. So just fold that over, fold it twice, and then you want to tuck these ends in. You want to keep folding. And you see you have your glue. Then it's fine if it tears. No big deal. And you just want to set it right there in that pan. We'll keep doing this until we fill that pan up with the enchiladas. Okay, so we got everything rolled up and ended up we made about 1.5 pans of the enchiladas or enchiladas slash burritos, I guess you could say. And what we're going to go ahead and do now before we get them in the oven, we're going to take this reserve sauce we have here. We'll just put a little bit of that over each pan. Go ahead and get a little bit more over here. That should be good. We're going to take some more of this cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you want. I just happened to get like a cheddar jack cheese mixture. I'm going to start sprinkling this over the enchiladas. Okay, once a good little coat of cheese, about like that over them, we'll go ahead and stick them in a 350-degree oven for 20 minutes. And we'll see what they look like. Okay, so they've been in the oven for 20 minutes. Now I just took them out, and this is how you want them to look. So have that cheese all melted and gooey on top. And a little bit crispy on the ends there, the white part right there. Just perfect. What I like to do is let them sit up for about 5 minutes before I start plating. Just let all the juices recirculate, all the cheese set up just a little bit so they're easier to cut. So I'm going to do that and I'm going to plate some. So here it is, the finished product. I like to serve it with tortilla chips, a little bit of chili sauce, and some of that chili powder on the side of the plate. And enjoy.